Oh man, this guy is fired up, is he not?
Yes.
Wouldn't you all want to have a Panoxen Station downline? So you can see why we're growing so fast, right or wrong? I'm telling you, man. First thing I wanted to say is Jamaica is in the house at this Fast Start School, huh? I was blown away. I was leaning over to my wife. She's like, I think we need to go and recruit some Jamaicans again. You know what I mean? We need to get back after it. So I'm from Jamaica, so that's what the deal is. So here's the deal. First thing, I want to do some shout outs. Number one, I mean, they need no introduction. I mean, they just killed it just now. But Panoxen Station are doing such an incredible job. I mean, making it to MVP. Mike and Mindy, they're starting to build a new team. I'm very proud of what they're doing out in Connecticut as well. Nick and Natalie, they're doing the same thing. They're getting some new directs, getting some new recruits on their team. Letitia in Rhode Island, she started to get a recruit or two. She's starting to pop some things out. She'll be passing her exam soon. Ray and Holly, they came up here. You're hearing their names, the Begans. They're getting after it right now. Jared, and Keely, they just got promoted to district leader. I'm very proud of the fact that everything they're doing is just about what Panox just said. Getting new directs, getting new people, making it happen. Megan and Chris were pre-qualifying for district leader. They're just pending their life exam getting passed. They're right in there. And Miranda and Doug, same thing, qualifying for district leader. That is what a team looks like when it's growing. Does that make sense? Yeah. So here's the deal. Life is gonna give you what you fight for. I think you've heard that once or twice. It's going to give you what you fight for. So the first thing that I want you guys to think about is get an unreasonable goal. None of the things that I'm going to say, first off, everybody's talked about recruiting, so I'm not going to 100% talk about recruiting, but everything's going to tie into it if it makes sense. So look, get an unreasonable goal. Get something that you would think that most people would laugh at, right? For us, it's getting promoted to RVP within the next quarter, and then getting our ring by the end of the year. That's what we're focused on. Because my wife and I have a big goal, we have big things that we want to accomplish, but it's not going to happen without making a significant income. Right. We can't make an impact for other people without a significant income, right or wrong? Right. So, here's the deal. When you think about growing, all right, I want anybody that's in the business for the last 90 days, that got recruited within the last 90 days, stand up for me real quick. There's way more people than that. If you were recruited within the last 90 days, stand up for me real quick, okay? So if any one of those people have 3 KTPs set up right now with your trainer, stay standing. If you don't, sit down. So if you have 3 qualified appointments, wow. All right, so here's the deal. If you have more than 5, keep 6. Okay, so you have 6 KTPs right now. That's a big deal. Give a round of applause for him for having the most KTPs. But I looked at Richie's face just now as soon as I asked that question, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's keep going, okay? So here's the focus, okay? Getting people on KTPs is really what it's going to be. I mean, it was a perfect situation. What Hilton explained, getting those 3 recruits, get those 3 directs. That's what it's about. But those things happen on KTPs, right or wrong? Okay, so here's the deal. I've never heard of the person that said, I've gone on too many KTPs. Never once have I ever heard a person say, hey, Chris, no, listen, I regret going on those many KTPs. I regretted recruiting too many people. I regretted writing so much life insurance premium. I've never heard of that. But have any of you heard the alternative? I'm not big enough because I didn't recruit enough people. That's when we start making excuses. So I'm going to rapid fire because I realize that the time is here. Here's the deal. Going on so many appointments is important, but because that's where you get good. I remember when I was training, Sam Yanka and I had this KTP that we went on, and I'm trying my best to be super pretty and perfect on the KTP, and I got the transaction in, and the guy said, I couldn't do what Chris just did. I don't think I could do the business. And Sam looked at him and said, are you kidding me? 90 days ago, he couldn't close a door. So, like, thanks for the vote of confidence, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that kept me so focused on learning how to get good on the field. And that's what's important. If your people can feel that you can take them, that you can show them success in the kitchen table, because that's what it's all about. People don't believe you can make this kind of money here. Even when they put in the IBA, they still don't believe it. The only way they believe it is when their best friend says, you know what, this was a good idea. When their cousin says, you know what, I'm so glad you came over. I want to do what you do or what your trainer just showed you how to do. So here's the thing, right? None of those things happen without getting practice and getting good. Don't be concerned about being pretty. If you made 500 calls with a script or without a script, on the 500th call, wouldn't you be better?
Yeah.
So stop worrying about knowing what to say. Just get on an appointment. Get uncomfortable. I think that was the last thing, was just talking about getting uncomfortable. The reason why it's so important to be uncomfortable, I mean, everybody wants to fight comfort. Nothing is comfortable. Any woman here, tell me if childbirth was comfortable. But was it worth it? Yes. Anything that's worth anything involves getting uncomfortable, okay? I gotta get uncomfortable because I got a beautiful wife counting on me. I got daughters that are counting on me. I got a baby that we want to have. We can't do that without extra money, right? You guys, some of you guys on my team understand what I'm talking about, but we need to have money in order for Jen and I to have a baby, about 18 grand. So with that being the case, I gotta be very uncomfortable for a period of time for us to get what we want. So I'm passionate about it, but the focus is stop. This is a year of toughness and no excuses. I can't make an excuse on why we're not where we want to be. It's done. No more excuses, and just a year of tough people. So listen, it's worth it when you fight for what you want. It's worth it when you get uncomfortable, because when you get your name called and people start to say, man, it's great, you're doing this, you're doing that. Look, just get good and everything will happen for you. Thank you.